Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Sean with Paycheck the Portfolio. This morning, I'm going to do a week 10 update for Spark to Fire, but I'm going to focus more in the brokerage account just so you can see how I look at things. And then we'll look at the FireModel Pro calculator for the Spark to Fire series itself. So, jumping straight into the brokerage this morning, this is the Spark to Fire account. I'm going to go through the holdings really quick so you can see it. First of all, I have SPYG, which is an S&P 500 growth stock that obviously falls under the growth bucket. I have weekly pay here, which falls under the high yield bucket. I have QQQI here, which is a NEOS covered call fund on QQQ. That falls under the high yield bucket. I have QQQY, which is another covered call fund on the NASDAQ, ran by Defiance. I like diversification amongst the different companies as well with the covered call funds. That's why I have two of those. I have CLM and CRF, which are Cornerstone. Those are closed-end funds. Cornerstone pays an 18% dividend, then drips that dividend down at the net asset value, which is currently about a 23%, 24% discount. And then once a year on average, they do a rights offering, which allows you to sell high and the buyback at the lows. So we have a channel in our membership Discord that's scraping the Cornerstone website, and we'll send out an announcement when their N2 paperwork is filed if you're interested in that. I also have a video on my channel called How I Play the Cornerstone Rights Offering if you would like to check that out as well. I have BTCI, which is a covered call fund on Bitcoin with NEOS. That's the high yield bucket. I have YMAX, which is all of the yield max funds diversified across their whole portfolio. That falls under the high yield bucket. I have ECAT, which falls under the closed end fund bucket. That's backed by BlackRock. So I like that diversification and just the power of the BlackRock brand itself. I have NVIDIA, which is a covered call fund on NVIDIA by YieldMax. That falls under the high yield bucket. And then I have YBTC, which again is a covered call fund on Bitcoin with another company, just for additional diversification there as well. When you look at the net account value, currently it's sitting at $3,214. That's the net account value. We'll talk about gross and net account values under the balances tab here in just a second. My unrealized gain and or loss is negative 6%. I started this portfolio in late October, early November when the market was basically at highs. It's been choppy through November and December, but the market's starting to stabilize as we go forward. You can see the closed-end funds are starting to turn green here, and the growth stocks are starting to get close to green as well. So what's going to happen over time is we dollar cost average, and what dollar cost averaging is buying at the lows, buying at the highs, and buying at the averages, which smooths out volatility over time. And the market does what the market always does, which is grow when you give it enough time to actually accumulate and compound on itself. So I expect that to turn green. And then in addition, I'm getting dividends, which are added back to the account, which will layer on top of those unrealized gains as it starts to turn green here over time. And you can see that under the estimated income tab. The dividends I'm expected to collect over the next 1 year is $880 on these holdings below, which you can see with the high yield funds and their estimated income tab down here. E-Trade also has a nice calculator. You can punch in a symbol here and estimate your income, and it will show you what that investment would do for you with a projection, essentially. But what E-Trade does is they take the last distribution and then they annualize that out over 12 months is how the estimated income tab approaches things. So you can see currently this will ebb and flow. Some months this will be higher, some months this will be lower, but it all depends on the last distribution and payout. If we go to the balances tab here, this is basically a very important tab within E-Trade, and all of your brokerages have this. It might just look slightly different from brokerage to brokerage. In our membership Discord, we have brokerage specific channels if you need help living out of your brokerage in the community. But if you think about your brokerage like a house, the Spark to Fire series I started on Wednesdays so folks could understand the Paycheck to Portfolio system and learn how to scale into it. On my Saturday videos, I'm fully living out of my brokerage account with all of my expenses. That's a 360,000 gross portfolio value. And again, I'm completely living out of it. This is meant to show you how to ramp into the system by floating small bills. And in this case, I'm floating my utility bills every month, which you can see right here with the margin balance. But I'm going to go step by step through this. So right now, you can see I have basically 86% equity. Well, what does that mean? My gross portfolio value, the value of all my equities, is $3,752. I've borrowed from my equity to pay my bills after fully investing that amount on the front end and collecting the dividends to eat away at those expenses, which leaves me with a net portfolio value of $3,214. So if you think about it like a house, the house is worth $3,752. If I were to sell the house, I would walk away at escrow with a check for $3,214. Now, if you're new to the Paycheck to Portfolio brand and the system, you can go on to my YouTube channel and check out all of my playlists. And I would encourage you to watch the Spark to Fire series from week 1 all the way through week 10 so you can see the structure and design of the system. I'm fully living out of a brokerage account. I don't live out of a traditional checking account. All of my money is invested, and I'm investing into 20 to 30% blended yield portfolios and borrowing at 8.4% out of the Spark to Fire account. In my large account on Saturdays, I have a 5.49% interest rate. So I'm creating more cash on cash returns with every paycheck cycle, essentially, which will set us free from a 9 to 5 job much faster. So again, you want to keep an eye on your equity levels. And that's what we're doing out of the P2P starter account or the Spark to Fire account. Here, when you look at the dividend reinvestment tab up here, this is what I'm reinvesting currently in the Spark to Fire portfolio. So you can see I'm reinvesting Cornerstone here, CLM and CRF, and I'm also reinvesting SPYG. I'm taking currently ECAT, QQQI, QQQY, weekly pay, YBTC, and YMAX as cash. And that cash will cover my margin interest rate and it will erode away my living expenses, which will set us free again from a 9 to 5 job. If you go to our membership Discord, we have a tool here called the FireModel Pro calculator. I'm a very visual learner and teacher, quite frankly, so I'm going to walk you through step by step how this tool works so you can see the power of compounding and cash flow for you. Currently, what I did is I took the gross portfolio value of the Spark to Fire account, which we just looked at, $3,752 there, as you can see. I entered the starting margin debt, which again, I got from the balances tab there. You need $2,000 to open up a margin account. I added an additional $500 to get started just to give myself a little bit of a buffer. Every month, I'm adding $500 to the account. We're in an off week from my paycheck. So next week, next Wednesday, when I show the Spark to Fire account, I'll update all of the holdings, all of the orders, everything I'm purchasing so you can follow along with that. But essentially, if you annualize that amount, it comes to $6,000 of invested contributions. You can see currently I have the inflation rate here listed at 4%. Obviously, you can adjust that inflation rate to whatever you would like. Currently, I'm paying my utilities out of the Spark to Fire portfolio. Again, that ebbs and flows. I live in Texas, so in the summer months, it's going to be more expensive. In the winter months, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So I'll adjust the annual living expenses as time moves and the expenses actually change in real time. The drip yield is what I'm reinvesting, which I just showed you right before I opened up the tool here. And then non-drip I'm taking is cash, which feeds the account with cash flow, just like rental properties would if you were an owner of those rental properties. You can click the dividends tab right down here. You can enter your own holdings right here. You can select whether you're dripping or not dripping those holdings. If you hit portfolio tools and update yield, it will grab the annualized yield for you. You have to make sure your allocations are correct. And it will grab the discount to NAV prices for CLM and CRF when you update that as well. So if you just update the yield, it will go run the script for you in the back end, and we'll just make sure that everything's current and up to date there. It grabbed the most recent information. It finished the script. It will update the drip and non-drip yields for you based off of your allocation holdings. And then I'm doing a 40-60 split right now. So 40% in the growth closed-end funds and 60% in the high yield funds. And then you can adjust the margin interest rate here if you would like. And what the FireModel Pro will do for you is it will give you projections moving out over the next 5 years. So I'm going to walk step by step through this so you can see visually the Paycheck to Portfolio system in application when you're looking at my portfolio versus what I'm actually trying to do with the accumulation of capital and the cash flow accumulation as well. So you can see currently the gross portfolio value is $3,752. You can see right now we're projected to get $13 of drip dividends, which will compound. And the growth estimate here, which is applied, is a 7% annual growth. That's very conservative, in my opinion. In my large portfolio, which you can check out on my Saturday videos, I'm getting north of 35% annualized, which includes equity growth and cash flow being layered back in on top of that equity growth. When you look at non-drip dividends, this is just straight cash flow that's coming into the system. There's no growth allocated towards this. You can see the interest amount that's projected to be paid out here at $4. So when you take the cash straight across to after interest, you see that we've generated $58 of cash flow right off the bat in this projection. You can see that the monthly expenses is projected to be $400 with a 4% inflation applied monthly, which is probably overkill. But again, a lot of calculations I have are conservative. We've already eroded away in column H some of our expenses down to 342 because we've generated that cash for ourselves. We're borrowing from our equity, so we're not paying any of that borrowing down yet. We come across to 880, which would be our new borrowing after month one. We're contributing that $500 a month. And then you can see our net portfolio projection and our net equity position after the flywheel does its work. So when you scroll down, you'll see that slowly but surely the margin utilization comes down because our expenses are being eroded away. And at month 51 currently, what this is saying is that the non-drip dividends right here will exceed our monthly living expenses with inflation baked in. And then you can see margin pay down starts to happen. Now, the truth is I'm just going to use margin to buy more equities and to generate more cash flow. I'll never pay margin completely off because I look at it as a capital investment or an SBA loan like a small business would. So, but you can see in the calculator, the snowball's taking effect. And then essentially you can start paying down that margin balance and that margin debt starts to come down from your equity position. And then over time, your equity position grows. So if we did nothing different than just pay our utilities, by month 60, we would have a $41,000 gross portfolio value. We would have $140 dripping and compounding in the back end, which is probably going to be a lot higher than that. Again, that's a 7% growth estimate. Our cash flow would be $674. Our interest would be $82, the cost of borrowing from our own equity. Margin balances and loans don't show up on a credit report just as an FYI because you're borrowing from yourself, essentially. And then you can see the cash after interest is accumulating. The monthly living expenses has now been fully supported by the brokerage and more, which is paying down the margin balance and increasing the equity position. So your net portfolio value in 5 years would be $31,000. And the really neat thing about this that I want to drive home and make very clear is $30,000 of your own money that would have been used to pay utility bills instead of being spent and consumed to nothing is now being fully invested for you, which is giving you equity growth and cash flow, which is ultimately a cheat code to set you free from a 9-to-5 job. And what I'm doing in my large portfolio is I'm cycling through all of my W-2 income to buy assets, to compound all of that growth and equity for me, and to essentially set me free from a corporate job when and how I would like to, whether it's serving at church or taking trips or just being able to live free. We're taught to basically save the leftovers and in 30 years we can retire. What I'm doing is taking a tried and true compounding method and front loading that with capital and then borrowing from my equity and that velocity cash flow system and breaking free from the 9 to 5 job quicker. Now, what I'm going to do in the Spark to Fire series is I plan on giving this to my 17-year-old daughter so she can live out of the account when she goes off to college. And at month 5, right here, I'll start to add the cell phone bills in here. At month 12, I'll start to add additional expenses in here, her registration, her books, things like that when we get close to that time. But month 20, we can start to add her rental expenses if she decides to live on campus or at the dorm. So this is not going to be a stagnant account. It's going to snowball as I add more and more expenses that I'm now fully investing and then borrowing against. But here's the key. I'm investing in the 20 to 30% blended dividend yields right here, which you can see. And then I'm getting equity on top of that, which gives me equity growth and compounding, which will set her free a lot sooner. If you look at the dashboard here, and I want to zoom out on this one just so you can see it, it will take your 5-year projection and it will basically map it out for you from a gross portfolio value and a net portfolio value, which you can see right here. It will give you your debt and equity trend lines when you're setting free from your expenses and how that works. It will project your income and expenses over the 60 months here, and it will give you a cash flow waterfall as well, so you can see the impact of all these different moving pieces within the portfolio itself. I treat my portfolio like a business. I look at margin as an SBA loan that a company would get to basically invest, and they create equity and cash flow for themselves and to live off of eventually. That's how basically the system works from a visualization perspective. If we go back to the brokerage account, you can see this under the historical values tab in actuality. We just started here in October. You can see we started out basically, the account was $24.75 at the end of October. You can see at the end of November, it was $25.31. You can see at December, it was $28.69. This is net portfolio value, by the way. And right now we're sitting at $32.15. We're adding money every month, which is giving us a velocity banking concept. Even though the portfolio's down, we're also generating income for ourselves every year and every month, which is going to snowball as we add more and more money over time. And then we're borrowing from our own equity and in our own balances. And then you can see under transactions right here. So you can see where I paid the energy bill here, which was $232. You can see the water bill right here of $142. So I'm showing you this from a practical perspective, not just from a spreadsheet, but from a practical application perspective. All of my tools and resources are available under the pinned comments of all of my YouTube videos. If you would like to see the FireModel Pro calculator and all the tools we have within the membership Discord, you can join that. We also have white glove coaching and mentorship with me personally. If you want to adopt the system to your specific needs, you can set that up. You can book a 30-minute strategy call with me. That's a very high-level call if you want to know more about the system. And then I have a free starter kit and calculator that's very high level if you want to see how your finances could be impacted with this as well. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Saturday for our full video with the whole brokerage account. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to everybody soon.